Okay, let's see what we got here. Hi, everybody. It's Stacey Pinski. I'm super excited that you are looking at this amazing opportunity here today. And let me just bring on my PowerPoint. Thanks for your patience. I don't do this very often, so although I do love this business talking about it because it offers so much opportunity for you. So yes, today I want to talk about the transformation of so we all know that some things that just kind of like keep popping up in my head I just want to share with you. So we've got this economy that's hurting right now, right? If we're very deep in inflation, and the stock market is not is pretty unpredictable and that sort of thing right now. So the consumer confidence is the lowest it's been since the 1950s. Mortgages are slowing down since 1970. So we just got a lot of uncertainty in the economic atmosphere. But so just think about like just sort of different mentorship roles where you get support. So you go to a corporate job, or even you get trained as a health professional alongside other health professionals, or you own your own business but it's with a wealth advisory company, and you get to do side by sides, and you get to learn for a period of time there from managers and that sort of thing. So you feel very well supported, which is a nice program. But then why, with all of this support, all of this time and energy that's spent on training new people, do these wealth advisors or business owners, why is there such a low retention rate, such a high turnaround rate? So, and I would like to say that that's because they don't have the dependability of like a if you create your own pension, and it's you're getting it here now, that you get your own security. And that's why a lot of people, flock to the corporate jobs and stuff like that, so that they can have that sort of security. But then they're relying on, their PTO has to fit in with everybody else's PTO time. And, maybe they have some great managers, but different departments, there's the silo of information, between different departments. And so it's not this synergistic approach that you might like to have. And it feels kind of like making changes are like a big cruise ship, right? Where it takes a lot of time to get some of those changes implemented. So what if there's a way for you to be supported to be able to also get tax advantaged income as a business owner, but so you can be in business by yourself with the tax advantages and the income? You can out earn other people's income, but you can create like a pension life right now, with it starting at $147,000 per business development center with unlimited business development centers. Would that be something that interests you? So let's talk more about the transformation right now. That'll be a little bit of what we're talking about here in this video, and then the next video we will talk more about the beautiful math part that I like so much, right? That so I went into math education, which meaning I wanted to make an impact in the world with education, but also making also being a wealth strategist and that sort of thing too. Wouldn't you want to increase your income to you and your family with the least amount of cost, the least amount of clients that you'd need to be able to support, to create an income and so forth, but with maximum output for you, and being able to out earn anybody else there as much as you wanted to for your own income desires there and so forth. So to be able to increase your impact and to also be able to increase your income, but then those that you reach, those people can also go as much as that they'd want to as well. So a very, very nice opportunity. But let's talk about just more about the transformation of what that will look like here today. So there are two events that are, world conference or international events and so forth like that. So in between those two events each year, then we're building, locally. Oh, and we can do a lot more Zoom and stuff like that too, as well. So, but kind of just building event to event with, and sometimes those being online events where you get to talk to top income earners and so forth, like some of my mentors like Beth and so forth and her team. Okay, so this is the Unfranchised Business. We are in our 30th year, and we have the CEO of our company is really a math genius, but loves people more than he loves profit. So he studied the first couple 2 to 4 years on the compensation and how to make it optimal for people, and which is why I love it so much. And then, and then it just goes to show you that people like Olivia Lee, an Ivy League school financial advisor, quits her job to be able to do this business, or people who can't speak English very well, but to have a big why to be able to, grasp that American dream. Why, like Amber Yang or other people that are, leaders and stuff like that in the company, or to take 5 years off to be able to go and volunteer. Meaning not getting paid for your time, but going to an orphanage in Mexico to get, just to volunteer, or now to do podcasting and so forth, like the Whiteheads and so forth. So, or just, anybody like you and me. I think this is very applicable to, like I said, wealth advisors or health professionals. A lot of nurses have decided to leave their job, or health professionals have decided to leave their job in the last couple of years. So this would very much fit for them as well, or the homeschooling mom, or everybody in between there. So so let's talk more about this. It's called the Unfranchised Business. Okay. And I'm an unfranchised owner, so that means I get tax advantages, and then I also I participate in the compensation plan, which gives me an ongoing pension, like sort of stream of income. Once as eligible there and so forth there. So anyway, so my background is that I've been in analytical careers, for over 20 years there and so forth. So started out being in math education, and then now I'm currently in financial services, where I have been given the prestigious honor of being able to be named, best in client satisfaction for wealth management services for 2 years in the Minneapolis and St. Paul magazine. And I served with the top 3 wealth management team for a Fortune 500 company, and was on the advisory council for their investment team and so forth there. So, and then currently I do some things with, I do a bunch of process improvements for lean, and just really enjoy mentoring new people and that sort of thing there as well. With AmericanAmericaShop.com, I'm an executive coordinator, and I'm also a shopping annuity master member. Okay, I'm gonna try to move this box here. Hopefully it's showing up my picture there. But okay, so Market America is a shop.com provides so shop.com is kind of more of our field or our client facing website, but Market America is our parent company. And then we own hundreds of other brands there that are ourselves. And but we provide a system for entrepreneurs, which, systems is something that I love for a math person and as a teacher. So it provides a system for entrepreneurs to create a supplemental income while providing consumers worldwide with a better way to shop. Most places do not provide this system, like where you have access to, top income earners, getting to know what they're doing as well. But we do. Through revolutionary technology and the power of people, we are creating the economy of the future. We're powered by people just like you. Okay. And so in this rapidly changing economy, so these are happening even before the pandemic. So retail store collapses. One of my favorite stores for my kids was like Gymboree, and it's amazing to see that when Sears catalog 20, 30 years ago was huge. It's your only way of ordering products in a smaller town where you didn't have access to a mall. You had these huge thick catalogs that even places like Sears have closed down, and other stores that you probably know there as well. So the rise in online sales is even like grocery shopping has expanded about like 60% over the pandemic. So pretty amazing that how fast that has turned even just in 2 years. But we've been positioned for online sales since 1984, when again, that's when we had those huge retail catalogs and so forth. But a lot of people didn't even have more than one phone in their house. They didn't even have a computer in their house. Maybe they're just starting to get computers, maybe playing like Oregon Trail in school. Those those horrible mainframe screens and so forth, that just not very functional, not very fast, not very responsive. So, we've had this vision since 1984, where the CEO of our company has been quoted in a 1984 newspaper in New Jersey about that someday we would be shopping from computers and so forth there. So little did we know that we'd actually be shopping from our phones and running our businesses from our phones too. So all just one or two websites. So pretty amazing. Okay, and then one-to-one marketing replacing mass marketing. People want to be listened to. They want to have their personal needs, met and talked to and so forth. And then the rise in entrepreneurship. So that has been going on, even especially for the younger generation. They understand that there is, opportunities out there that maybe that their parents never had and so forth. So, but the rise in entrepreneurship also because of those tax advantages. So, and maybe wanting to create your own dreams, and and work on your own time, and your own work for the causes that you care about and the people you care about. So all very exciting stuff that we are well positioned to be able to support you with. The unfranchised business. So it's like a franchise where it's systemized, standardized, and uniform. All of our training programs are exactly the same. So it doesn't matter if and even the CEO of our company, the VPs of our company, they're using the same exact phone app that I'm using, and they're teaching and training on that. So you don't have to learn like right now with me in a wealth advisory business, I coach advisors on what to do and how to use their technology services and so forth that's available to them. Well, we have probably about a dozen that we log into at the home office, but then the field probably logs into maybe 10, 6 to 10 different ones that we actually use. So we don't always have access to the ones that they have questions on and so forth too. So it's there's not those silos that are built because of there's just not any departments that are we're all working towards the same goal and so forth. So like a franchise, proven management systems, professional marketing tools, standardized. So we don't actually market to anybody with commercials or anything like that. So it's all we put that on the business owners themselves to be able to do that. But you can also get rewarded from plugging into the experts, like the naturopaths, or the beauty gurus, or shop financial experts, or whatever. So there's professional marketing tools that we can all have access to, and then that we can interchange who's the expert and who's plugging into to the content and so forth. So we've got standardized training systems, market-driven products and services, We will only be in billion-dollar markets. So, shop.com is similar it's probably similar to an Amazon, where it's a universal cart, or, Target or Walmart or something like that. We're gonna only have billion-dollar markets there that we are providing, for exclusive products and services. Branding and increased visibility. We've got even stars that will that you'll see at the 30th anniversary and so forth, because they like having their own business as well, and being able to, have that generational wealth to be able to pass on to their own kids someday too. Or unlike a franchise, we don't have any franchise fees, which could be, if you're going to open up I don't know, like a substation, or a McDonald's, or a salon or something like that, or whatever, you're going to be, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in fees or royalties there. But we don't have anything like that. Minimal startup expenses. You can get into this business and, spend, less than $5,000 for even the 2 trainings that you go to, and so forth there. So very minimal startup expenses, potential tax advantages, no large monthly overhead, no territorial restrictions, part-time with flexible hours, and little risk. So let's see here. Okay, the company was founded in 1992. Market America Worldwide is a global product brokerage and internet marketing company, specializes in one-to-one marketing. So yes, we ship to over 190 countries globally. So with even, some countries have different prescription things that they might need, like a vitamin C might be needing a prescription in the UK or something like that. So we already take on all of those different nuances that are going to be needed for the various companies, for how things need to be branded and worded and so forth on the bottle. But so we ship to 190 companies or countries, but then we do have business owners in the United States, Canada, Australia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, United Kingdom, Singapore, and Malaysia. And so for this operating in 8 different countries, that's huge, multiple languages there. We only have 850 people globally, working on our technology platforms, or product development and clinical research, that sort of stuff. So that's pretty amazing that we only have 850 people. Now that is where we can push all of the extra earnings back to owners like me and you, when you become a business owner there as well. So we're one of the only companies that has been given a Torch Award twice. So 2013 and 2018 for trust, performance, and integrity. We always maintain an A+ rated business, Better Business Bureau rating. If you go to some of those other big companies, check out their Better Business Bureau ratings, and you will see that it's to have an A+ rating is pretty rare. So we're very proud of that, and we get lots of accolades through digital marketing companies and that sort of thing, Newsweek and other places too. So check out our website for that, or the person who showed this video to you. So, and now this is pretty impressive too. So, because when I used to work for the wealth services advisors, the number 3 top team in the company, at a different company that I'm working at currently right now, but they would give about 0.08% for their brokerage and managed accounts to the advisors. And then a lot of times the advisors are splitting that. So that's as good as you're going to get to a comparison for like ongoing, supplemental income. So 0.08%. Now let's put that into perspective for what Market America does for us as business owners. So we've got right now, this is March 31st of 2021, we have over 10 billion with a B in accumulated retail sales, but you'll see that 5 billion and more are going, so that's over 50% is going to the unfranchised owners, to the business owners. That is why, it's only going to take us as unfranchised owners, 10 to 30 clients is what they say for base 10, 7 strong. So base 10 is your customers. So if you have 10 to 30 customers buying on a regular basis, and then you have 7 business partners that you are that you're synergistically back and forth, getting 100% from each of your partners with, and they you. That's a pretty strong business model compared to when I worked for. So I worked for 2 wealth advisors, and then I had a few clients of my own, but those were the 3 of us were the only ones bringing in clients, and so mine was only about a handful, maybe about a dozen or so. But anyway, so 2 advisors bringing in sales and so forth, but then they had 1, 2, 3. They had 3 to 5 office staff. So and then they had to pay for all of their own rent at their place, and then they had to pay for all of their paper. So then client events and stuff like that. So for them to have 46 $500,000 clients doing residual managed accounts, it would take us only about 10 people, and they don't need to be necessarily wealthy people, but just 10 people buying on a regular basis. It would take them 46 $500,000 clients. And so to get $500,000 clients, you would spend lots of money on workshops, and you would so they probably had thousands of clients to be able to have just their top 500 clients and so forth there. So so very different model compared to what we can do as unfranchised owners. And can really get deep with clients there, and you can really because you don't need as many, and you get to when you find the right clients and so forth, it just really is a lot of fun. So that is just a comparison of sort of 2 different wealth models. So the wealth advisory model that I talked about, where you need like 46 $500,000 managed account clients to get $187,000 a year, versus here you're just going to need 10 to 30 business 10 to 30 clients. Don't need to be wealthy clients, but then and then 7 business partners doing the same thing. So it seems like a lot more fun when you get to work with the business owners that are actually wanting to grow the business, and then you get to go really deep with your clients and stuff like that, because you could always have more clients too. So, and with the Shop Live, that really just makes things possible too, to increase your impact and your message and so forth there, to really get out the important health messages out there, wealth messages out there. That's just really some great stuff. Okay, and then so in marketingamericashop.com, there's thousands of unfranchised owners who are earning on a weekly basis. Hundreds of unfranchised owners have earned in excess of $1 million in commissions. Okay, again, we're just talking about the transformation stuff here. And let's see here. So the 45-year plan is, you don't really think about it, but when you go to school for, you end at maybe age 20, approximately 21. And then you spend the next 45 years, working for somebody else in a corporate job, or maybe you're self-employed and you wear lots of hats, and your income is sort of good, but you'd like it to be better and like to have more time, definitely. So 95% of the people spend up to 45 years of their lives making the other 5% successful. So and the people that are in the 5% category are the ones that are in the bit that besides like the people who inherit money and stuff like that, they actually do own a business, is where they're where's there that stronger pattern of what's in that 5% there for what you can control. So they work a plan for someone else's financial success, not their own. That's the 95%. They're still working, dead, or financially struggling at age 65 and so forth there. Okay, the 2 to 3 year plan, again, this is where we're talking about the transformation, which is huge. So create a foundation to earn a supplemental income, potential benefits, so debt reduction, saving for a college fund, school choice, that's a huge one for me, saving for retirement. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be like sharing your information, and learning from others and getting paid, as you're referring other people to listen to your content and so forth, and your messages about health and wellness and beauty and so forth there. So you could share that, you could share information that way, but then you can also be earning as other people are sharing that information, and you're doing the same for your own team and so forth. So why wouldn't you want to do that now? And why would you want to wait until retirement to get a pension like program going for yourself, right? When you've only got maybe a decade or 2 or 3 to be able to live beyond retirement. Okay, mortgage, rent, or car payment, potential tax advantages. Again, these could be some huge transformations. Like we talked about the attorney who does this business. We talked about the wealth advisor who quit her 6-figure income to do this business. People who were able to, give back to their community for 5 years and not, just volunteer their time and still get paid the whole time from their America Shop.com business. So, okay, a couple things here just before we close it out. So we're a product brokerage company, so hundreds of exclusive products and services. We don't rely on the sale of any one product or service. If something is, being questioned by the law or something like that, and we have to get rid of that product, that's something that we can easily do, but we still have hundreds of other products to be able to for people to be able to use. Access to billion-dollar markets. We identify the latest market-driven products. We eliminate the burden of manufacturing. So this part is pretty cool. So again, we don't have any manufacturing facilities. We just go to the manufacturer and say, this clinical study has been working, so we want you to make this for us. And that way, so if we're not ever locked in, for manufacturing things, because we don't have our own manufacturing plants. Plus it creates a double tiered system that we get to, the manufacturing process is at a higher standard for us to be able to double check the manufacturer's work there as well, and their product. We're able to test it on our own site, and then also require them to test it. So it requires a more double tiered standard for the testing of our products and the quality and so forth. So we test for heavy metals and gluten and all sorts of things like that. So so we allow the company flexibility to move with the marketplace. I think I probably use most of these products down here. So there's digestive products, there's sleep products, there's anti-aging products, there's caffeine, energy products, antioxidants, there's Bliss. Trim tea can help reduce inflammation and your A1C levels and so forth. Core can help you stop the cravings for carbs. Some baby products. So all really great products here shown up below, but we also do have business products for business owners and so forth there too. We're an internet marketing company where we've got thousands of partner stores with millions of products, hundreds of exclusive products. And then customers get a free account and can earn tax-free cash back, stuff you don't have to report on your taxes. So that is very valuable for customers too. Okay, the shopping annuity, a revolutionary concept that helps people convert their spending into earning through the Unfranchise Business and Shop.com. You're already spending it, why not get paid for it? All of your purchases from our partner stores and Market America exclusive products are tracked. When you or anyone leads to shop online, you get 100% credit for those purchases. So not like other companies where there's tiered levels, even in real estate or whatever, or a lot of, product companies, home goods product companies or cooking companies. You're only getting a certain percentage when you bring on more partners, and it gets less and less each time. Not for us. It's going to be 100% credit to you the entire time, all the way up to you. Okay, so here's where we're going to end here, but I do want to just put a plug into for what we're going to talk about next time. So, do you want that 45-year plan? Is it really efficient for you for what you want to do with your dreams and goals and so forth there? Can you reach more clients and patients with the 45-year plan if you're in the health and wellness business or the financial business? Okay, or do you want to know what the 2 to 3 year plan is, where you invest 8 to 15 hours weekly and you create supplemental income? What do you want to know what that looks like in terms of the math? And of course, the math is so amazing. So you're going to want to watch that next video with us as well. So, but anyway, so basically this first video here is something that, without all my extra comments, could be done in about 8 minutes. We bring your guests on for something that we call a part 1, where so even like top income earners, friends of mine, they'll hop on and so forth. And we do a nice introduction. Zoom is very nice with that as well. It's very time efficient, so we can bring you and your guests on, and we just get to know you a little bit better. We do a lot less talking than I did here, but I just wanted to share some of the things that that I know from an experience of what looking at different business owners and so forth there, for what they see in their day-to-day, just to give you some perspective. But so we go, it can be very duplicatable, because the video that, it's a 8-minute video that we just press play. We can do some commentary before or after of it or whatever. So the duplicatable part makes it really easy, so that anybody in any career with any busy lifestyle could plug in and have some fun learning from some other people, and then just using the plug and play process there as well. So looking forward to seeing you on the next video, for where we actually discuss the math for the 2 to 3 year plan, where the you're going to be able to create leverage. You're going to be able to get that 100% coming up to you, and it just it's going to create that pension plan, the $187,000 per business development center. You could easily grow one of those business centers in maybe 2 to 3 years there itself, and then be adding more onto it. Some of you would be able to do it even faster, but and then adding another one on. It's just it just creates more security for your own income and so forth there. So, but super fun. And so thank you so much for joining me again. I'm Stacey Pinski, and I look forward to talking with you more about your questions, and sharing my mentor team with you as well. So take care. Bye-bye.